Okay, so here goes. First one up. I got Royal Rumble, the complete anthology, volume 1, from 1988 through 1992. Still in very good condition, by the way. Check it out. You open it up, it looks like this. You got the disc, and you have all the discs after that, showing pictures of each event as you turn them. You know, as they say, as the world turns, so does the World Wrestling, well, it used to be Federation, but now Entertainment. It does too. But check it out. So you get to see all of them. And there we go. Check this out. Wow, look at this picture right here. Mr. Perfect trying to eliminate Roddy Piper. Wouldn't that have, dude, that would have been a heck of a match. I might be mistaken, but I never saw that match happen. And I say that because I've seen what Roddy Piper and Bret Hart could do, and I've seen what Mr. Perfect and Bret Hart can do. I've also seen what Roddy Piper and Ric Flair can do, and I've seen what Mr. Perfect and Ric Flair can do. So could you imagine those two guys, Mr. Perfect and Roddy Piper? Wow, that would have been a heck of a match. But here we go, guys, and then I want to just quickly say when I look at this DVD, the first thing I think about is Axe and Smash entering number 1, number 2, and going and just, tearing the house down. I mean, to me, that was the moment that they made a mark and people just fell in love with them, and they showed that, man, they were ruthless, they didn't care, and they were ready to cause destruction on each other. If they were willing to do that to each other, could you imagine what they would do to the Powers of Pain or anybody else? Legion of Doom. But anyway, so look, guys, so my next one is Grand Masters of Wrestling, First Blood Volume 1. You got wrestlers like the Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov. Oh, wow, this has the Russian giant Nikolai Volkov versus Bam Bam Bigelow. And then you got Iron Mike Sharp, plus a special women's match, Misty Blue versus Linda Dallas. Sounds like Debbie does Dallas. But, guys, this should be a great DVD. I haven't seen it yet, but, man, now that I read Nikolai Volkov versus Bam Bam Bigelow, I want to check it out. Plus, the Iron Sheik, one of the most, he was a heck of a World Wrestling Entertainment heavyweight champion at one point. He's the man that Hulk Hogan took Hulk Hogan took the title from him, because he had that iron, no pun intended, he had that iron grip with the Iron Sheik with that camel clutch, but Hogan was able to take it away. So next one on my list, guys, is WEW. I'm as confused as you are. But no, I bought this mainly for one reason. As you can see, I bought it mainly because, and look, that's the reaction the girl's making right now, because I said that. Get your mind out of the gutter. I didn't buy it because of that. I bought it because I didn't have enough wrestling. This is before the women's movement in WWE, before Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch started, and I'm not going to forget the hugger. What is her name? Bayley. I'm not going to forget her. Before they started making the women's revolution or revolution, whatever you want to call it, I don't remember what the name is now, but before they started making it and just really, really putting it on the map. I mean, there were some women before that started, of course, but like Lita, Trish Stratus, of course, and of course you got your Wendy Richter and everybody else. But these, that was before, but it was before the most recent, women's revolution push, with, like I said, the 4 horse women, if you will. There was not that much women wrestling. So I was just like, you know what? I want to check this out. Let's see how it is. Plus my brother also checked. I think he bought it, or he has this one, and I have one too. So next one, the best of Saturday night's main event. I love this show. I used to love this show. This is where the Twin Towers would battle the Mega Powers, and I was Hulk Hogan. My brother was Macho Man. I just have so many good memories of this show. I would never be able to watch it live on cable. Maybe I watched a couple, but that's because we didn't have cable. But whenever there was a VHS tape that would come out, I would always be sure to rent it and check them out. And then I just always loved the presentation of Saturday night's main event. The name main event, I loved it. And how convenient that Shawn Michaels is on the cover. Mr. Mr. WrestleMania, but he's also, remember, the main event, the showstopper, the heartbreaker, whatever. But yeah, so the main event. But him being on the cover is cool. Hulk Hogan, of course, Macho. You had to have these guys on there. They even put Junkyard Dog, which is really cool. He had the colors of main event, red, white, and blue. So, but I always thought main event, I always loved that name. I always thought that if I had a wrestling promotion, that would be the name of my big show, like WrestleMania. It would be called AWF Main Event. No, I know. No, it's true. But so then the next one would be the best of In Your House. Wow. I didn't say in your blouse. I said in your house. Now, this has pay-per-view classics 1995 through 1999. It's a 2-disc set. I'm sorry I haven't been opening them, all of them, but look, check this out. If you want me to open, you know what? You let me know. You want me to go back to Saturday night's main event? Let me know. Do you want me to open it up? I'll open it up. That's what I'll do. But I got to show you all my collection, okay? And I see we're 6 minutes in. I'm afraid the way they say, if videos are too long, people are not going to watch. So I got to try to just rush through this. But look, disc 1, disc 2. This one in particular, check it out. This one in particular, I was more interested in getting this one because, once again, just like we didn't have cable when I was younger, I missed a lot of Raws, a lot of stuff on, Monday Night Raws, main events, and then we wouldn't be able to get any of the In Your Houses pay-per-views. But there was a lot of them I wanted to see, like when Shawn Michaels and when Big Daddy Cool, when Shawn Michaels defended it was his first defense of his WWF World Championship, a World Heavyweight title against Kevin Nash in Good Friends, Better Enemies. Oh man, I really wanted to watch that. But another one that I was really looking forward to, and one of the reasons I really was excited about this one was any of the DX matches, like when Shawn was DX and Triple H in China. In particular, I wanted to see when he wrestled Ken Shamrock and and also Undertaker in Ground Zero. I never got to see that one. But also this has the Canadian Stampede, which I love because Brian Pillman was one of his last pay-per-views, and I'm a big Brian Pillman fan. So this is a great Blu-ray in general. Very random matches. Like there's matches you've seen, but there's a lot of matches you may have missed. So they did a good job, I think, in selecting those. Bret the Hitman Hart. DVD just on the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And let me flash you a little bit there. Look, him and Benoit. Whew. That alone is just worth the DVD. Worth really $20 if it was $20. I don't remember how much it was when I got that. But next one is WWE Royal Rumble, the complete anthology, Volume 2, 1993 through 1997. First thing that comes to mind from within that period is look, you see Mr. Perfect throwing Ric Flair off the top rope. That was cool. I thought that was super cool because I loved when they were feuding, and I was just so excited about that. But the main thing that sticks out to me is Shawn Michaels back-to-back Royal Rumble wins. Dude, come on. But anyway, so this is it right here. I got the Royal Rumble, so that's Volume 2. And then next up is WWE SummerSlam, the complete anthology, Volume 1, 1988 through 1992. And you got to love this. British Bulldog and Bret Hart had a classic matchup at Wembley Stadium for the Intercontinental Championship. You have Rick Rude right there, match made in heaven, match made in hell. But one of the things that comes to mind that I remember when watching SummerSlam with my brother, we would watch, we loved watching, in particular, the SummerSlam where it was Hulk Hogan and Brutus the Barber Beefcake, because I was Hulk Hogan. He was also Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and he was also Macho Man they were the Mega Powers. That's what we would pretend. I'm saying when I say we were them, we would pretend and we would act like them and wrestle like them, and we were the Mega Powers. But one SummerSlam that comes to mind that I will never forget is when they wrestled against Macho Man and Zeus. That was that SummerSlam. Yeah, I think it was SummerSlam. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that match is something I remember we would watch so many times. And then here we go. Now look at this. The life and times of Mr. Perfect. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. It's a crime he didn't ever win the WWF World Heavyweight title once. At least once. He was too good not to win the championship. I know they say there's wrestlers who are, too good, they don't need a title. Well, he's one of them, but he didn't need that title. He had every other title, but he should have won that title. He deserved that title. And look at this. Brian the Loose Cannon Pillman. Him and Curt Hennig, or Mr. Perfect, I would have loved to have seen a match between them. They're two of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I feel like the Loose Cannon should have achieved a lot more than what happened, but and it's tragic, of course, what happened to both of them. God bless their souls, and I love them. They're Loose, man. When he was becoming the Loose Cannon, especially, he was just so iconic, and I love those DVDs. They're both really good, by the way. I saw both. This one I actually custom made because I bought it off of eBay, so I had to buy the paper. I printed this out. But it's one of my favorite Survivor Series events of all time. Even though I hated how what happened in let me just say this, in this match. Right? Oh no, I'm sorry. Is it this match? Yeah, this match right here, because I love these guys right here, and I love these guys too. But if you know, my brother and I were we love Demolition, and you can't they were better than that. So, look at this. But this is one of my favorite Survivor Series of all times because, of course, what happens. And plus, I don't remember them ever doing it again where they had a grand finale where everybody had their Survivor Series matches, which, by the way, WWE, keep it the way it is. Or keep it the way it used to be. I'm sorry. Don't keep it the way it is. Keep it the way it used to be, and I'll come back. Oh, look, I put WWF, man, because that was really my favorite era of all time. But keep it the way it used to be. Do a bunch of tag matches. 4 men versus 4 men, or 5 men versus 5 men, whatever. But elimination tag matches, by the way. Don't get cute and just do 5 versus 5, but one fall. No, elimination tag team matches. You put the heavyweight champion on there too. How cool would it be if there was 5 versus 5? Say it's Cody Rhodes, because at this time it's Cody Rhodes. But say he gets pinned by one of the other guys from the other side. That develops a storyline for a future pay-per-view to have that guy face Cody Rhodes because he got the pin on him. Can he get a pin on him when the title's on the line? But you want to put it on a line? Go ahead and put it on a ladder match. Okay, cool, awesome. But it's one of my favorite of all time because of the grand finale. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but if you have the WWE Network, you can definitely check it out. And then, here's one. I had to buy. I've also bought this one because this is, by the way, this is before I had the WWE Network. I had to buy these off eBay. I couldn't find these, and then they came out with the best of Survivor Series and all that, which I didn't. I got the best of Royal Rumbles, but I never got to get those. I might get them though, but look, I ended up buying this one off eBay, and I had to make my own cover, print it out. The classic, VHS cover anyway. And look, you see, you got the teams versus teams. I love it. I love that tradition, man. That's why they call it was a tradition. Survivor Series is supposed to be a Thanksgiving tradition, and it's supposed to be, keep it the way it used to be. So I got Legends of Wrestling Heat Seekers. You got Lex Luger and Buff Bagwell, who apparently were known for being heat seekers. I just think they were trying to battle and they were trying to do what they could to, for the best of them, for them. They were trying to do the best for them. And we got some crazy matches here, like just a bunch of mostly NWA matches, WCW. Yeah, this is all about Buff Bagwell and Lex Luger for sure. But I don't like how they bash Buff Bagwell a lot. He was one of my favorites, and Lex Luger, awesome too, man. I used to like him. They both get criticized a lot, but I think they were great, and I think they could have. I think Lex Luger could have gone. He did really good. He got at his peak. He probably could have won the WWF title, but for whatever reason he didn't get it. But Bagwell for sure should have also been better. Look at, speaking about Bagwell, check it out. I love this cover. World War III. I remember renting this one because renting it and just being so curious to see what was going to happen, because you had the NWO. It made the World War III, in my opinion, more exciting. And look, right here, it looks like Hogan's about to chop Scott Hall. So I was just like, what? This is before Hulk Hogan came back to WWF and, you know, became, started becoming a good guy, you know, and, you know, like got that crazy pop that he got. No, that's so when I saw that, I was like, what? Is he about to chop Scott Hall? I got to check this out. And then look, but I mean, I was just so excited to watch this one. That was a different take on the Royal Rumble. Let's just be clear. And then World War III, 1996. WCW goes nuclear. And this has, I remember this one. I love this one. It's one in the beginning when they go, the Giant versus Jeff Jarrett. Harlem Heat versus the amazing French Canadians. Sherry Martel versus Colonel Robert Parker. Dean Malenko versus Psychosis. The Outsiders versus Hall and Nash. And he's doing that. Versus the Faces of Fear and the Nasty Boys for the tag team titles. That's one of my favorite tag team matches of all time, by the way. It was very creative how Hall and Nash tried getting the quick pin and everything. It was great. But so this is that's another one. We got Rock Bottom in Your House, with The Rock giving Rock Bottom to Road Dogg, which I always thought would have been a great one-on-one match. I thought, because they both had, you know, he had the shake, rattle, and roll, and then Rock had that people's elbow. They had those, you know, and then they had their punches even, and they were very similar as far as like they were very entertaining and got crazy crowd pops. No Mercy 2008, Jeff Hardy upside down. Oh my God, what is going to happen here? What I like about this one that stands out to me the most was Undertaker versus Big Show, and I was very, very interested in that one because I always thought before Big Show came to WWF or WWE, that was a match I always wanted to see. I was always so excited to see not Big Show, the Giant versus the Undertaker. But yeah, that was intriguing. The history of the Intercontinental Championship. This, I can go ahead and put some straps, wrap it around my waist, and I'm the Intercontinental Champion. Sorry. And then look, we got some of the best Intercontinental Champions of all time, with a bunch of classic matches for you to check out. I think it's an awesome DVD. I wish I would have gotten I think I do have the World Heavyweight, or the WWF Heavyweight title one too. Oh, shoot. This one's breaking apart. I'm going to have to fix this one. Check it out. Look. Oh, no. Yeah, it's breaking apart. But I basically did Survivor Series, the 6th annual Survivor Series, where it was the Perfect Team versus Ric Flair and Razor Ramon. But I wanted to do it my way. So I re-recorded it on and transferred it on DVDs. But I made the main event, what was supposed to be the actual main event. Which was the Perfect Team versus, Mr. Perfect and Macho Man versus Ric Flair and Razor Ramon. I made that the last match because it was called Main Event. Look, it was called the Main Event in the back of this one. Look, the Main Event, the Perfect Team versus Ric Flair and Razor Ramon. So if you get the VHS, which I have, it's not the main event. It's not the last match. The last match is Bret the Hitman Hart defending his World Heavyweight title. Or World Heavyweight Championship against Shawn Michaels, and it should have been the tag team match. So what I did is I transferred it, but I made the last match the Perfect Team versus Razor Ramon and Ric Flair. But I'm gonna have to fix this DVD cover because look, oh man, it's breaking apart. I think it's probably because since it's custom and I made it myself, I'd used some other kind of maybe some cheap DVD covers or DVD cases. I think they were they weren't even some that I bought from like Staples or anything. I think that one in particular was probably like one of those software, the real thin CD cases CD cases that apparently are not good for this. So we also got WrestleMania, baby. WrestleMania, March 30th, 2003. And we got, of course, Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon staring each other down. This I remember being one of the best WrestleManias. Stone Cold versus The Rock for the last time. That was awesome. A lot of other good things. This one, see, I have it in a green case. It's because the Elimination Chamber 2011 came with a Blu-ray and a DVD, and I just wanted to have a DVD separately. I got to make a custom you know, cover for it. But this is Elimination Chamber 2011, you know, DVD. And then I got Total Nonstop Action Wrestling Ultimate X Collection. Oh my God, so many awesome matches, especially the you know, the Ultimate X matches. Those were really crazy. I just love these matches. Then I got the Best of X Division matches. Like I was saying, X Division matches were crazy with the awesome legend Christopher Daniels. The Fallen Angel. He was just amazing too. Rodman Down Under. Check it out. This is where he battles Kurt Hennig for some kind of title. They wrestle for a title. I know that. Yeah, heavyweight IGW heavyweight title. So, and I think it was in Australia. King of the Ring 2008. This one I did a custom because I had cable at this time, and I was able to record each match, and I tried making it into like a tournament, like the way the King of the Ring used to be, which is an event that they need to bring back, keep it the way it is. 8-man tournament. Don't do the 4-man tournament. I mean, if I had to settle for that, I'll settle for that. Please, but please bring back. And I guess I know you're doing the King of the Ring now, but it had been years before you did it. You should have kept it going. Everybody loves the King of the Ring. Because Stone Cold said so. Stone Cold Steve Austin, narrated by Steve Austin himself, the Stone Cold. My Life, John Cena. And I always thought you reminded me of Mark Wahlberg all the time. Am I the only one? But let me show you the next one. Winner Takes All. WWF Survivor Series. Team WWF versus Team Alliance, meaning WCW and ECW. I remember this event being really, really cool because, I mean, it's all, you know, every match is WWF versus Team Alliance. So it was really cool. McMahon. Whew. He's lucky he made this before, you know, all the stuff that ended up happening. Because, you know, there's a disc collection, a 2-disc collection of Vince McMahon, the guy who created WWF and turned it into and kept WWE alive and kept it going for years and years and years. It's all about him. TNA Wrestling Sacrifice 2010, Jeff Hardy on the cover, Rob Van Dam, AJ Styles, and of course Mr. Anderson. You know, these guys are great wrestlers all together. And I bought this one in particular because it had Rob Van Dam versus AJ Styles for the TNA Championship, dude. I mean, how can you not want that match? I bought it for that one alone, but I want to watch the rest too. WrestleMania 25th anniversary. I believe this one was in Houston, and it starts off with CM Punk coming out and just, man, gets everybody, you know, going, pumped up for the whole event. And Shawn Michaels doing that awesome entrance, having that awesome, and then also Undertaker having that classic match, which is really their best match of all time. It really is, unless you think the Hell in the Cell one was, which really was good too. The American Dream, the Dusty Rhodes story. So they recently did an American Nightmare with Cody Rhodes, and now this one was out before. American Dream, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Ring of Honor, Greatest Rivalries. Check it out. Pretty cool, huh? And then Final Resolution, a 3-hour mega TNA wrestling event with Jeff Hardy on the cover. Looks like Piper returns, and there's The Abyss, Jeff Jarrett. Great, pretty cool event. And then Survivor Series, The Greatest Challenge, Hulk Hogan versus The Undertaker. Undertaker's first heavyweight title shot, and along with other, you know, awesome elimination matches. Look at this. Where is it? Oh, Ric Flair and Ted DiBiase side by side. How awesome of a match would that have been for the World Heavyweight title? Ric Flair versus the $1 Million Man. I mean, dude, that would have been so cool. Or at least an alliance or something would have been great. NWO, The Revolution. 2-disc set. Awesome. I love that. I love that, man. Because, I mean, who doesn't love the NWO? And then we got Grandmasters of Wrestling First Blood, Volume 2. You got Baron Von Raschke and Killer Kowalski on the cover. Jimmy Superfly Snuka and King Kong Bundy. So, and now let me see what else we got here. We got Ultimate X Collection. I think I already showed you that one. I have 2 copies of that. WWE Unreleased. Never before seen matches from 1986 to 1995. Pretty cool, man. And what's crazy about that DVD collection, by the way, is there's no commentary. It's like you're at a live event. It's crazy. Look at this one. WWE Vengeance. And look at the DX on there. This one's really cool, man. Rob Van Dam versus Edge. And you got a lot of other... John Cena versus Sabu, I have never seen. Kane versus Imposter Kane. Pretty crazy. And this one, I made a custom, just like the... you saw the Survivor Series ones that I bought from eBay. Also, I bought this one from eBay because I wanted this one. And it was before the SummerSlam collection came out, too. So, here we go. I got this one. I made it look like the VHS cover into a DVD form. And then Survivor. Oh, I love this Survivor Series one in particular because of DX. I love the elimination match with DX. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, CM Punk, Matt Hardy, and Jeff Hardy versus Rated RKO, Randy Orton, Edge, and Johnny Nitro, Mike Knox, and Gregory Helms. That match is one of my favorite Survivor Series matches of all time. Goes completely opposite of what I thought was going to happen, but I loved it. And then the greatest superstars of WrestleMania. When I look at that, that reminds me of the old Nintendo. Remember WrestleMania game for Nintendo? And so I love that cover. And then we got TNA, Best of TNA 2007. I got WWE, the ladder match. So a bunch of ladder matches. Jeff Hardy's going to be in that. And so is Edge. To get that quick win. And then Raw, the beginning, the best of seasons 1 and 2. Check it out. Yes, you darn right I opened it. I had to check it out. And then from the vault, Shawn Michaels 2-disc set. Who doesn't want a collection of Shawn Michaels matches? Probably the best performer of all time. Royal Rumble 2010 and Royal Rumble 2009. I said that wrong. I didn't say it in order, but just anytime you can get some Royal Rumble matches and it's a 2-disc, 2-event set, might as well take advantage and get it. Because I already have well, this one I don't think I have. I have the early Royal Rumble collections. But here we go. Now, Grandmasters of Wrestling Volume 1. I think I already showed you this. And so I just have 2 copies of this. The very best of WCW Monday Night Nitro. Awesome. I missed a bunch of those too because we didn't have cable, just like the Raw. So that's why I got that. ECW collection, WWE ECW collection. Check out this awesome steel, box set. It includes ECW One Night Stand and Bloodsport ECW, the most violent matches. I would love to see Mike Awesome and Tanaka, man. What a great matches they put on. ECW December to Dismember. And then we got Satan's Prison, the anthology of the Elimination Chamber. Those matches are cool. I like that because it kind of reminds me of Survivor Series with the elimination, the eliminations that happen, except every man for himself, and there's no teams. And then WWE Royal Rumble 2011. I was excited about this one because you had Edge versus Dolph Ziggler, so I figured that was going to be a heck of a match no matter what. So yeah, there's that. And then Shawn Michaels, the Shawn Michaels story. Once again, who doesn't want a collection of Shawn Michaels matches? And the reason I have 2 is because, well, first of all, I'm a big HBK fan for life. And then some of the matches that were on the other DVD are not on this one. And, I can watch Shawn Michaels all day, man. He's the best. He really is the best. Look at this one. WrestleMania 24. Because XX is 20 and IV is 4. So WrestleMania 24, look at the Big Show versus Mayweather. You get, I think it's John Cena versus, is it John Cena versus Randy Orton? No, Triple H. Oh, it's a triple threat match. Randy Orton versus Triple H versus John Cena. Edge versus Undertaker, which I thought was pretty good. But yeah, Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair retirement match. Pretty cool. And it's almost like a steel, cover too. Box, collector's, I think it's a collector's, yeah. Limited collector's edition. I got it. And I just knocked the heck out of it. The rise and fall of WCW. So some of the best matches, including Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Who doesn't want to see that over and over? The Steiner Brothers versus Sting and Lex Luger. Awesome. Rick Rude versus Sting. Wow. Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan. Come on, of course. Goldberg versus Diamond Dallas Page. So I already showed you this also. I already have, yes, I have the VHS of Survivor Series, the 6th annual, and it's one of my favorites. But the only thing is that I don't like it how it was, you know, I wish they would have given Mr. Perfect his main event spot. He deserved it. He deserved it. But I always feel like people wanted to rob him of stuff. Like they just did not want him to, you know, they don't want to give him the chance to shine. He gave other people plenty of, you know, opportunities to shine. So I also got TNA Wrestling, the Best of X Division matches. I got Lucha Mania, La Batalla por México, and it's Rey Mysterio Sr. versus Psychosis. So you know Rey Mysterio Jr. Has wrestled Psychosis, but did you know his Psychosis has wrestled his father, I guess, here. So Night of Champions 2008. I thought this was a really cool cover, mainly because all the champions put up their titles. I think it's a cool event. I love that idea for an event, by the way. Very cool. But look at Edge and Matt Hardy together, like next to each other. I wish that would have been a world title match. Instead, you know, he's the United States champion here, which is awesome. But this is a cool event too. Check it out. It's all every title on the line that night. The greatest Hell in a Cell matches of all time. So you know, of course, the Undertaker versus Mankind, which wasn't the original, you know, the one that the first Hell in a Cell match. That would be Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, which was an awesome match too. But this one, everybody talks about. They always talk about as, you know, it's one of the craziest matches of all time. And then let's see what I got up here. We're almost done, guys. The greatest stars of the 90s, WWE. So you got a lot of great matches like Stone Cold versus Undertaker for the WWE Championship. Sting versus Bret the Hitman Hart, one of my dream matches of all time. Triple H versus The Rock in a strap match. Hey, yo. And Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan. Oh, there you go. Ric versus Hulk Hogan again. I'm not sure if it's the same match as the other one, but World X Cup, TNA. And that was 2008. And look at that. You know, Chris Sabin, you got Kaz, and these other guys on there. You know, so you know that should be an interesting event right there. Actually, I did see it was pretty good. It was really good. Royal Rumble. Here's Royal Rumble, 2003. I was very excited about Triple H versus Scott Steiner because, come on, you know, that's a match also I wanted to see where it'd be WWF versus WCW. And No Way Out 2003. Man, you know Stone Cold. You know Stone Cold was loving. Look at how much he loved to pay back Bischoff for the firing, you know, via fax when he was in WCW. So then here, this is I just put this, you know, I just cut up a piece of a magazine that I had and made this the cover for the Royal Rumble DVD. You know, I showed you the other one that was a Blu-ray. Well, this was the DVD one, and I just needed another case and just made this the cover, you know. So this one was for Royal Rumble 2011. And I just lost the cover. I could have made it this or this, and I chose this. So and then we got the Elimination Chamber. Oh, look, there it is. Elimination Chamber 2011. I forgot I hadn't showed you that. But see, I changed the cover. Actually, the cover was supposed to be, and look at the back. The back, I think this would have been a better cover. But look how awesome, and look at the awesome wrestlers who are in each Elimination Chamber match. That looks so cool. I just wish, you know, certain people would have gotten a better, you know, opportunities. Like I would have loved, for example, I would have loved to have seen John Morrison win this one, or R-Truth. And then over here, I would have liked to have seen, well, yeah, even Drew McIntyre had that awesome song at the time. So I would have liked to have seen him win this one, or Wade Barrett. But Wade Barrett didn't have a cool song at the time. That's just me. But anyway, and then I also have, I don't know if I already went over these. I think I might have. But here's the best of the King of the Ring. And yeah, so that's a cool event. Like I said, I love the King of the Ring. I'm glad they're still doing it. I just wish it was a pay-per-view. Because to my understanding, I think they're doing it. Yeah, through Raw and stuff like that. Which, I mean, hey, it lives on. Awesome. You know, that's the best we can get. Then I'll take it. The history of the War Games, the Match Beyond. So this one I bought also on eBay. Has a bunch of the War Game matches. And then later on I saw they had Best of War Games. But I bought this before that came out because I couldn't wait. And then WWE Judgment Day. Someone's getting hanged, I guess. I got Rey Mysterio versus JBL, Undertaker versus Great Khali, Kurt Angle versus Mark Henry. Oh, cool. I like that. I like that, man. Like the world's strongest man versus the Olympic gold medalist. And so yeah, so there's those matches. Then Starrcade, the Essential Collection with Sting, Dusty Rhodes, and Ric Flair on the cover. Who better to represent WCW there? And of course you got, look at the back, Kevin Nash trying to hold on to Goldberg. He wants to try to break that streak. Does he? You got to check it out. And then the best of WCW, Clash of the Champions. Sting putting it on Ric Flair. Ric Flair not shouting, woo, there. Oh, no. I guarantee you it's something else. And then look, looks like Jericho's giving a suplex to Eddie Guerrero. I can only imagine. I need to watch that match again. But like just a bunch of great matches on there. And then last but definitely not least, 1985 to 2006, WrestleMania, the complete anthology. At the time, this was the complete anthology, but as you know, WrestleMania happens every single year, once a year, and so you have to, I have a few, you saw the other ones I have, but this is my last, by the way, this is the last one of my set, but look, you have just, it comes like that. Comes in, different, you got volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4. Now there's many more volumes after this, of course. But at the time, this was known as the complete anthology for that year. When I bought it in 2006. But now, of course, there's more. So, guys, that is it. That is my whole, wrestling collection, guys. That's it. I had a lot more to say, as you saw in the beginning. I just don't want to. I know a lot of people don't like long videos. So if you want me to, you want me to rate any of these, or you want to know anything about these DVDs or Blu-rays, let me know. Comment. I want to hear back. I want to hear from you guys. You guys, I really, really appreciate you guys. And, but just let me know, and I'll definitely make a video where I talk about all, whichever ones you want me to talk about. I was thinking about possibly making some videos with this one, the WWE Unreleased, because like I told you, there's no commentary, and I would love to put one of these matches on and add my commentary and my brother's commentary. That would be so cool. Let me just tell you, my favorite commentator of all time is Bobby the Brain Heenan and Jerry the King Lawler. So you can imagine how my commentary would be. I mean, I'm not saying I'm as good as them. They're the best, but I definitely would have a lot of fun with that. But anyway, so guys, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time. The next time I show you my collection, I have to show you my MMA collection. So that consists of UFC, Pride Fighting Championships, Cage Rage, and amongst others. So we'll see you on the next episode. You guys have a great weekend and take care. Woo! That's Ric Flair. And then this one's, woo! Sting. Bada bing. And that was DDP.